It's spooky time again. Scream Fortress XVII is here, giving us more items, more taunts, more unusual effects, and of course, more maps. We have 5 new maps: Afterlife, Cowerhouse, Devilcross, Dusker, and Marshlands. You probably can recognize some of those names, as 3 of them are Halloweenified standard maps. You can play the community made maps in any order this year, which rocks, but the official maps still need to be unlocked in order, which I think's okay. And unless my numbers are wrong, we now have a total of
60 Scream Fortress maps.
That's a lot. Anyway, let's take a look at them, the new ones that is. Afterlife is a Halloween version of the arena map Ravine. I'm surprised to see Ravine again, as it's one of those arena maps from really early in TF2's life that kind of faded away. But it's somewhat fittingly come back to life as a Scream Fortress map. As mentioned, it's another Halloween themed take on the arena game mode. For those who don't know, arena is a game mode with no respawning, and the goal is to either kill the other team or capture a middle point. This kinda sucks as you have to wait to play again, so it's been a trend for Halloween maps to shake up the game mode, with other examples being Perks and Graveyard. Afterlife's version of Arena has an additional space for dead players to fight each other. If you get a kill or an assist, you're able to return to the main play space. This seemed overpowered at first, but it really isn't, and gives you something to do while you're dead. There's some impressive voice acting going on by Hirsch VA.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1! Go! Rend them asunder!
I looked who else was credited for this map, and I saw Lizard of Oz, who has done a lot of V-script work for TF2 maps. Pyagori, sorry if I mispronounced that, who came up with the concept and changes to the map. I'm Aware, who did custom particles, and IGCT for the showcase and menu photos for the workshop page. Ooh, well done. Dusker is a pretty standard Halloween themed King of the Hill map. I enjoy it. Based on the Steam Workshop page, it appears this was the goal, and I think the creators achieved it. This map was made by Zyph and Alox. I also see Lofadus credited in the someone is drilling something in the distance. I also see Lofadus credited for its particles. Stuffy360 is credited for the pine tree models, and Void for the skybox texture. Once I learnt the layout, I found it quite easy to push and defend on this map. It probably didn't help my team seemed a bit allergic to capping the point, so I had to set the example. Did you know this map has lore? On the workshop page it states red team are trying to summon something occult, while blue team, who has a nearby mining facility, are trying to stop them. All while mysterious voices telling both teams to kill each other and claim the hill. I did hear an evil voice talking, but I was not able to find the trigger for it. Maybe it only happens at round start. I like this one. Dusker is a great example of a solid map not needing gimmicks to be a good Halloween map. Next up we have Devilcross, which is a spooky version of Doublecross. I had a feeling the moment I saw ghost trains go past this was a UEAK crash map, and I was right. They also made Double Frost, funnily enough. Diva Dan is credited with making the custom assets. Despite being a capture the flag map, I found spells were really good at breaking the stalemates. There are regular spells across the bridge and one rare spell in the middle. Apparently if you get the shrinking spell quick enough you can cheese the intel capping, but I did not run into this while I was playing. But it's worth keeping in mind. I saw there was someone on the server I was on who was struggling to run this map, but they were also using a computer from 2009, not even that, a laptop from 2009, so yeah, that's on them. Actually, funny story, when Double Cross first came out, I was also running on a laptop from 2009 and I struggled to run Double Cross. Maybe the map just hates laptops from 2009. I quite like this one overall. A very good Halloweenification, but I don't have much more to say about it. Marshlands is a take on special delivery where one team has to hold the briefcase as long as possible. So that means there are now 3 special delivery maps in the game. 2 if you count Doomsday and Carnival of Carnage as the same map. I always want to call that map Carnival of Courage for some reason. It feels a bit smaller, but it's probably about the same size as Dusker. In fact, by the same creators, Alok's being credited for the map in game mode, and Lofadus doing particles and promo images. There's even a link to Duster on its workshop page. I had some interesting teammates that made this round really fun. Thanks guys, you rock.
Happy Halloween, motherfucker. Wait, what the fuck? I'm gonna upgrade my Steam profile so that I can get more friends in space.
Okay.
Nah, I'll remember you. Just... Oh, damn it, I didn't make the limit.
According to this map's workshop page, we are at Marasmus's vacation home, where he has an ingredient needed for an evil ritual. Ritual, that is hard to say. A briefcase that summons a world-ending amount of spirits, and Marasmus has sent us to pick it up for him instead of him because he's scared of it or something, I guess. I think a good way to think of this gameplay is a halfway between Special Delivery and King of the Hill. Honestly, I think I prefer SD this way, and I hope more maps use this concept. Last, we have Cowerhouse. If you can't tell from the name, it is a Halloween version of Powerhouse. This map was made by Canadian Bill, with props and materials from FGD5, Zeus, Diva Dam, Pair Force 1, and Scritus, I think that's how you say it, for giving feedback. The game crashed twice while I tried to load this map. Not a good first impression, but to be fair, this might not be the map's fault. There's also a funny error right now where the map is called null when doing contracts. This might even be fixed by the time this video comes out. The twist to this map is the connecting area between red and blue's last points that will open up on occasion, with some variety in how gates open and close to shake things up. It's a little bit complicated, but I found once players worked it out, it was a valuable route to use. You can also use this area to zip to the middle point in the waterfall, which is fun. There's a few whiffs of Powerhouse's original design in this idea, and I know people tend to get a little gaga when it comes to beta content from a Valve game. Oh, look, that Combine texture's got 3 different pixels, time to commit federal crime. Yeah, I'm looking at you beta hunting community, I know what you're up. While the map is symmetrical in design, there is an asymmetry in the theming, with red side being a village, and blue side being some kind of evil castle. It looks like robots are involved in whatever's going on. Also cows are here, somewhere. I do like this map, but it's still based on Powerhouse and I had a few stalemates while playing it. I was a bit concerned when I read that 3 of the maps were based on 3 existing maps, but I was happily surprised by how well they worked out. And it was great to see a really old map like Ravine appear again. It does feel like these are quite safe choices while the upcoming MVM update is being worked on, but I'm kind of okay with that. I'd rather 5 solid maps than 10 plus maps with various gimmicks that are broken for the first week. Apparently Afterlife is having some problems, but I personally have not encountered them. I also encourage you to look up the workshop pages for these maps, as they contain some quite interesting bits of information that I've drawn on for this video. The effort put into the presentation is something I think gets a bit overlooked at times. Also, you often get little bits of map lore you may not pick on in the map itself. Now, it's time to gather all those Green Fortress contracts while you can. I really want to finish my robot soldier set this year. Get those beep boop noises going on, eh?
Yeah.